The appeal of the right way to live. Why do you want to know the right way to live or the right way certain thing is done? If you make a decision, you want to really be convinced that what you have done is for the better or is the right thing to do, the right way of being, the right way of speaking, the right way of walking, the right way of thinking, for that sake, the right way of doing anything for the matter of this conversation. What is the appeal of it? What if, in the grander scheme of things or in the future outcomes, what you have done doesn't portray the outcome or doesn't source the outcome that you're really looking for, that you're really after? That's why what you really want to do right now is to know if what you're doing is the right thing to do. Now, where's the fault in it? Where's the fault in it? There is no right way of doing things. There is no way. If it was if it was maths, then yes, there is a certain right way of following the protocol, following the steps, and then you'll find the answer. But life is not a mathematical equation. It's a very abstract set of experiences that everyone individually go through. And the idea of having right way of living or right way of doing anything is so absurd because your set of experiences, your past, your upbringing can barely match of anyone else's. Then if someone who comes from other walks of life comes to you and tells you that what you're doing is wrong, the way you're trying to live your life is wrong, they are not really the best person to say or comment on your life or give you advice on your life. Then so be who is? You are. You are the right person to give yourself the advice of what it is that you need or you ought to do in your life. I took therapy for some time. The therapist told me I was really obsessing over this idea of the right way. Whenever I'll take any decision or whenever I won't take any decision or something would have happened, I would always ask her, was this the right thing? Or did I do the right thing? And she'll ask me, so it'll be right according to what? And she'll just ask me that, and I'll always pause and I'll think, she's right. Right according to what? And in that moment, I realized right according to her, because she's older, she's more mature, she has proper degree down her belt. Then maybe right according to her. But then I waited and I thought, I am 22. I have a degree under my belt. I have certain experience of living my life and a lot of experience of going through ups and downs in my life. Then am I not qualified enough to tell myself what is the right way or what is the right decision? Why do I need it to be validated? Why do I need her to validate my decision? That's when I understood you don't trust yourself enough to make the right decisions, to believe that your way of living is the right way of living. That's why you seek the right way of living. You intellectualize the process of experiencing your own life, making mistakes and learning from them. Because somewhere there is this insect, in Hindi we say there is kida in you of perfectionism. There is this impulsive desire of you to seek perfectionism. Everything should be perfect. That's why you are unwilling to make mistakes. And that's why you're seeking the right way to live. In Gita, Krishna has said, follow your own dharma. If you're not convinced of what you're doing, whatever you're doing that you're not convinced of will be as good as no action, as good as not living your life at all, as good as not using this head of yours that the God has given you. God has not given you this head just to copy paste someone else's way of living life. They do this, so I should also do this, because what if then I will be at the same result? You might, but have you ever sat yourself down and asked, why do I want to follow this person? Or why can't I pave my own path? Normally, in women, I have seen this, that they make their partners that authority because some way they don't trust their own decisions enough. They'll do something and then they'll go consult their partners. Now, is consulting bad? Consulting is not bad. But at the end of the day, the decision needs to be yours. the situation handled needs to be according to you. The paths walked should be according to you. Not I did this because this was the right way to do it. According to whom? According to whom? According to this one book that I read. But are you convinced of that? Are you convinced of that teaching? Not really, but this big person wrote this, so maybe they did it for certain reasons. If you can't make sense of it, don't do it. Don't do it. And then some people are like, when you can't make sense of everything. Yeah, I understand that, but at least you can try. You can try. You're just 22 or whatever age you are and watching this. When you're watching this, if you don't have many years of experience under your belt, then there will be many things in your life that you'll encounter that you won't have encountered before. But that is your chance of getting to know more about it then. Isn't it? If your car breaks down, it needs an oil change. But that's the first time your car broke down because of that. So you will then get to know what it is. The phenomena of changing your car's oil. That's the first time you'll get to know, right? You didn't know that before, but now you'll know it. The exact thing goes for living your life. So there's no one right way of living your life, Do it. Do it, I feel like I'm becoming Nike's logo. Whoosh, just do it. The solution that we can go for is stopping yourself from always seeking validation for what you have done. I've seen people do that they seek validation for everything they do because they don't know, they don't trust themselves enough, they don't respect themselves enough to have the right answers. And Surbi, I have seen myself not make the right decisions, and it has always fucked me over. It has always done that. Well, that's because you're not learning from your mistakes. Whenever you make a mistake and it fucks you over, you should jot it down. You should understand what is it that you did that set you up to failure, and then continue to not do that in the future. But if you do a mistake and it teaches you that, okay, I should not have done that, and still later you do that again, you lack self-discipline. Because even if you know, you don't know how to control yourself, and the compulsion arrives to make the same mistake again. That's your pattern. I don't mean to be harsh. It's just, this is a very charged topic for me because, I've lived around many years of my life just seeking the right way of doing things, because when you're not in tune with how your life is flowing, when you're not in tune with how the situations in your life are unfolding, you tend to outsource the responsibility of making decisions, because somewhere you feel like if you're not in control, if things are happening to you, if life is happening to you, you get to be the victim. When the reactions are coming from you, when the decisions are coming from you, you understand that you play a part in your life. Life is coming from you and not at you. If you follow a God, or if you don't follow a God, and people around you are saying that's the right thing to do, to follow God is the right thing to do, it could be the right thing to do. But if in your heart you can't convince yourself, then it's not your dharam then. It's not you then. Then you're in friction with your own life. If God has not come to you, if you think God is not coming to you and you don't want to believe in God, live your life without believing in God. Because when God wants to come to you, trust me, He will come to you, or she will come to you. That will not happen if you choose to fake a life where you don't believe in God, but you fake believing in God, because that's how everyone is doing it. Okay, I'll end this video by linking my Discord. I'm building a small community in my Discord server. If you watch this video and you think you share these ideas, or you're a very deeply introspective person and you feel like you're pretty alone in the world, because I've seen many comments under my videos from people who are like-minded and who feel quite alone in the world because they don't have many people they can discuss these kind of things with. If you're familiar with my channel and If this video also resonates with you and you want a community, join my Discord server. Leave a comment down below if you think you want to start a conversation about something just for the sake of this video. Look, that would be it. Namaste.